In today's video, we're inside a Harris County courtroom where a defendant, already out on bond for assault, faces new charges for another alleged assault involving his girlfriend. The judge addresses the situation, questions both sides, and makes it clear that repeated offenses will have serious consequences. You'll hear discussions about the evidence, the defendant's bond, and a new protective order being issued. This hearing gives a real look at how the court handles assault cases and enforces accountability.
8:30.
What time did you get here?
Llegó acá. I didn't have to come today.
Yo tenía que comunicarme con mi abogado después de las 4.
After the 4th, I was supposed to communicate with my lawyer.
I ordered you to come here
Yo le
today
ordené
because you
venir hoy.
have a new case. You are on bond for an assault. You now have picked up a new assault. You are now facing another year and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Complainant and the defendant dating relationship. On 11/27/24, officers were dispatched to an assault in progress in Harris County, Texas. Officer met with other officers who had already detained the defendant. The officer spoke to the complaining witness, who stated the defendant pulled her hair at the house and that she felt pain. She stated that they had been driving down Westheimer and the defendant attempted to take her purse that had a flash drive that had fraudulent scam material on it. Complaining witness said the defendant was trying to scam San Jose Gas Oil, and the information was on the USB drive. Complainant stated that they started to fight, and she scraped her hand on the purse and felt pain. Complaining witness also stated no threats were made, and the suspect did not put his hands on her. Defendant stated they were arguing in the car, and the complaining witness slapped him twice and scratched him. Defendant stated he felt pain. The witness stated she worked security and she saw the traffic was backed up, so she drove up and saw the complaining witness and the defendant in a stopped car in the street. She said she saw the complainant and the defendant fighting. Complaining witness was trying to exit the vehicle, and that's when the defendant pulled her hair. Witness stated the complainant exited and ran across the street and called 911. Officers observed blood on passenger window where complaining witness was sitting. Officers also observed complaining witness to have injuries to both hands.
Your Honor, no, the one thing I just wanted to point out was more on the dates, in that apparently he thought that the new case was set for December 5th. This document, it refers to December 5th, but down the bottom, it looks like then it was ordered that he appear at the court's next docket on Wednesday, December 4th, because the original case that we had been here for, the first case, his appearance was waived on that case. So he got confused and thought it was waived, and I think he was
ordered
supposed
him to appear because of the new case that he picked up. So regardless whether he comes at 8:30, he comes at 9:30, I don't think I've ever taken someone in for coming in at 11:30, for coming in at 12. But I do have a problem when you pick up a new case.
Yes, sir.
And it's alleged here that you have assaulted this person, and they have now provided me with enough evidence that I'm going to find probable cause that it occurred. Joe?
Your Honor, the only thing I can say is the client has vigorous defenses. Obviously, that's not the appropriate point to point out, but I don't know, was the complaining witness out on probation at this time, or because she herself was under some legal?
All I know is that is
serious.
it 2 times that he pulled her hair, or was it just 1 time? It sounded like it was
Just a one-time, Judge.
He was trying to prevent her from, she was going to go out of the moving vehicle, what his position was. He was trying to keep her from getting hurt, from going out of the moving vehicle.
I didn't hear anything about that.
Because I believe what happened is she called and reported this afterwards. They left the scene and then she called, phoned it in and reported it afterwards.
So is she trying to jump out of a moving car and he's pulling her hair to keep her in? Well, but then the witness sees them outside of the car arguing, and then he pulls her hair outside of the car.
I heard that. I did hear that,
So
Your
the
Honor.
witness saw the defendant and the complaining witness inside the vehicle fighting. The witness tried to get the complaining witness out of the motor vehicle, and then the defendant
Picked up a new
pulled her back
case.
by her hair.
Are we supposed to be happy you're on bond for an assault? and you pick up a new assault.
Confianza por asalto y tiene un caso nuevo de asalto.
Yo no daría daño nunca a la persona que
Well,
quiero.
now is, I mean,
I would never hurt somebody that I'm with.
Por favor, me quiero que le diga a su señoría, ella es mi novia, ella ahora mismo está en la prisión.
She's my girlfriend. She's right now in jail. He has.
Porque ella está enviciada en la droga.
She has problems. She's drug addicted to drugs.
Yo quiero que ella
Okay,
I want her to be
Yo soy la-
hospitalized.
yo soy la-
you,
The only reason that was relevant, Your Honor, if I could help him out, is that he did tell me beforehand to help the court and the system, is that she has been his girlfriend for many years, and that he has one child he supports along with his mother, who's here today, and he works as a driver, and he does support them all. But she does have this problem with drugs and has this pending case. He himself suffers from depression and diabetes, but he does manage to work in order to support them all. If these are just things that maybe the court could consider, because it would be a real hardship for them to lose the income. Now, he would agree to any kind of additional controls in terms of staying away from her, but you know, maybe 200 feet away or things like that. Because she's not living with them. The child is not hers. It's from a previous relationship that he supports. But they're actually two. One is 7 years old. One is 7 years old, and the other one is 3 years old. And so we're talking some very fairly young children that's in his custody. Now, his mother has been helping maintain him. She's back there on the
The
second.
complaining witness is currently in jail, I believe in Harris County Jail. I'm
this
trying to figure
complaining
out what
witness?
for. Yes, sir. I'm just trying to figure out for what, all I see is an out of county charge, so maybe there was a warrant. I'm not
given
sure.
a cause number?
So it shows up kind of weird. I have like an out of county cost.
That's
number,
okay,
but
just-
I don't know if it will show up.
Is it a 2? Is it a 3? What?
No, it's like OOC.
No, that's,
Yeah.
huh?
See if I
Tú sabes
can
dónde está el caso de
Yeah,
su
you
hija,
can look
su
up, yeah.
novia? ¿Dónde está?
0326
hold on.
8412.
0326?
Said it was Austin, Your Honor.
No, it didn't pick up. 0326 8412?
Possession of
Yes,
substance.
Yeah, so what happened is they got arrested together. Mr. Tujaquez, all I asked you to do was be safe in my community. You've now picked up a new case. I'm not going to let you go. You picked up a new assault. Doesn't matter who it is, doesn't matter where it is. We ask you to behave yourself. And when you pick up a new case, that's not a good thing. And if I let you go, that is telling you it is okay to do what you're doing. And it's not. There has to be consequence to action so that you understand we mean business. If this person is like that, then you know, or you should know,
Yes.
not to associate yourself with this type of person. Do you understand?
But please,
Judge, you don't put your hands on anyone. And if you pick up a third case, I'm going to go absolutely bonkers on your bonds. Do you understand me? I want you to stay away from the complaining witness, have no contact whatsoever. You need to take responsibility for your actions because there are always consequences.
my family depends on me.
Then this is what you think of beforehand. You don't think about this after the fact.
But I didn't do anything. I wanted to help her.
I'm not going to talk to you about the case. I'm not going to know. Now, I will tell you this, that I had already revoked your bonds and I was going to set them both at 10,002, but I won't do that. I'll entertain a lower bond with you, Joe. I mean, what do you think is appropriate? I want you to understand that I'm going to take you in because I want you to understand that public safety is my number one concern. That's it. As a courtesy for your lawyer, and because of what you're saying, I will not set it as high as I was going to, and I will entertain a lower bond, but you picked up a new assault.
Your Honor, would you consider $1,500?
State, what do you think?
Judge, I'm just gonna argue for a general $5,000 bond. This individual was told obviously not to pick up any new cases and he picked up the exact same kind of case while on bond previously.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'll split the puppy, okay? And on the new case, he's at 5,000 now on the old case. I'm gonna revoke that PR bond. I'm gonna set that one at 5,001. And then on the new case, I'll do it 3,501 as opposed to 10,002 on both of them. And that is, Joe, you know, I hope that you now understand that we mean business. And no matter what the excuse, no matter who you're with, you pick up a new case, there are consequences.
Yo le prometo que usted no me va a ver más nunca. Problema, yo nada.
Promise I won't cause you any more problems. You won't see me for something like this again.
I hope you show back up to court.
Es serio, ¿no?
Espero que
Es
sí se
serio.
presente.
Stay in contact with your
Sí,
lawyer,
claro, sí, claro,
Of course, of course.
and from now on,
De ahora en adelante,
as a part of your,
como parte,
Le pido una disculpa porque yo el día 4 tenía mi corte.
Jaques, no habla. I want you to listen. I don't want you to have contact with the complaining witness in this case. I do not want you to be in possession of any weapons. You are also not to have contact with the complaining witness in the first assault case. If you pick up a third case, I am telling you now, I will go absolutely bonkers on your bond. Do you understand?
of course.
The only reason I'm making the bond as low as it is now is because of Joe. Otherwise, your bond would be at 10,002. But as a courtesy, but I will have absolutely no qualms whatsoever if you pick up a third case. Who's the complaining witness in the first case?
I think he's just an employee of a business at a car dealership.
Okay, all right, goes with you. All right, okay, Joe, we'll talk soon. So, hey, he's gonna auto-populate tomorrow. I didn't realize it was a family member. I'm sorry, Stephen, I forgot there's a MOAP that we need to enter in. Come on back. Sorry, Luis, I forgot to do the protective order. All right, here we go. Mr. Tujakas Palomino, I'm now entering in a magistrate's order for emergency protection. This is a court order that identifies Ms. Ramos Sabarit as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of where she lives or where she works. If you get out of jail and if she should contact you, if she calls you, do not answer the phone. If she calls you from an unknown number and you answer the phone and it is her, hang up. If she texts you, do not reply. If she comes to your house, do not answer the door. If she gets a hold of you through social media, do not answer. You're the one. If you violate this protective order, the state can and possibly will file a violation of a protective order. You violate these conditions, I can have a hearing to hold you at zero bond. Zero bond. And I will do it in a heartbeat to protect every person of this county. Do you understand? Are you sure? Okay. All right. Thank you, Stephen. Sorry. I hope that you understand that we mean business. I will protect every person of Harris County. I don't care who you are. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what gender you are. I don't care if you're a small farm animal. I will protect every single person. You don't put your hands on anyone. And if you pick up a third case, I'm going to do la cucaracha on all of your bonds. Do you understand? I'm going to go absolutely bonkers on your bonds if you pick up a third case. You are not to have any contact with any of the complaining witnesses in these cases. You're not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs. You're not to be in possession of any weapons. Anything else, State?
You said no alcohol, no drugs, no weapons. We would also say no contact with the complainant,
Yeah.
Judge.
I think that goes without saying.
Restriction.
So we did a,
He lives there.
we removed the residential restriction yesterday, the residential restriction, because counsel said that he lived at that address, but I need to make sure now that he's out that she's not living there. Do you have? Oh, she's in custody. That's right. That's right. She's in jail. Okay, so no, I'm going to leave it as, so the complaining witness is in custody here with us because she has an open PCS out of Travis County. It's bond denied. Okay, so it's bond denied, so she can't get out until that 10th day hits, at which point we will set a bond and then go from there. So you know now what's expected of you. Don't mess up. Do you understand? You must also remain in contact with your lawyers. If your lawyers tell me that they can't get a hold of you because you're playing games and you're not responding to phone calls, text messages, likewise, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm not asking for much. I just want my county protected. That's it. And I'm going to do it at all costs. Do you understand?
This hearing shows how seriously the court takes repeat assault cases. The judge made it clear that violence will not be tolerated and that violating bond conditions has real consequences. A new protective order was issued, and the defendant was warned that any further offenses would result in even harsher penalties. Cases like this remind us that the justice system aims to protect victims and uphold accountability. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more real courtroom moments.